Aromatherapy, Sprouting Liminality, Level 182, Aromatherapy, Survival Difficulty, Class 2, Unsafe, Secure, Low Entity Count, Image Caption, a collage of Level 182 from the perspective of the outside outdoor section. Description: Level 182 is a large greenhouse dome constructed predominantly from glass and steel bars, approximated to be 315,278 square feet in area, and enveloped by an outdoor space that extends seemingly indefinitely. Level 182 contains exclusively floral and fungal life, and certain sections are considered biohazardous due to a fungal strain that has infected them. Due to the risk this fungus poses, it is heavily advised that caution and personal protection equipment is used while traversing level 182. Level 182 is split into 5 separate sections, with each section containing unique ecosystems. Entrance section. The entrance section is the most straightforward section, and the section that wanderers no clip into when they enter level 182. This section consists of floral growth found within the front rooms on either side, and a glass entrance door with a glass exit door next to it. Approximately 20 feet in front of the entrance door, there is an enormous, rotting oak ticket booth. On top of the ticket booth, there is an oakwood sign with the head reading Floral Section. The sign also has an arrow on it pointing to the right. Outdoor Section. Image caption: a picture was taken from deep within the woods of the outdoor section. The outdoor section comprises a seemingly endless oak forest with an enormous almond water river streaming next to the dome. Wanderers enter the outdoor section by walking out of the exit door in the entrance section. A noteworthy feature of the trees comprising the forest is that despite their woody appearance, they have a texture of bark that is more similar to a hibiscus plant than a tree. The sounds of fish and other wildlife can be heard from the river, despite the fact that there is no native fauna habituating the river. Notable flora of this section includes flower species found in the front rooms, berry bushes, moss. Floral section. The floral section is a massive section consisting of a large flower field with a cement path in the middle. While some of the flowers seem to be ones present within the front rooms, it will be noted that this section contains multiple floral growths unique to the floral section. Unique flora in this section. Bloody owl. The bloody owl is a blood red flower that may reach a height of 1 foot. The petals of bloody owls are coated in tiny thorns that hurt anybody who touches them. Nonetheless, the bloody owl has no blatantly destructive anomalous characteristics that could kill a wanderer. Despite this, wanderers should still be cautious, lest they desire to get prodded. During daytime, at inconsistent periods, blood owls will spread their seeds. While the seeds are spreading, the flower releases a strong, blood-like fragrance. Azules. Azules are bioluminescent flowers with azure petals that may reach a height of 0.7 feet. The petals of azules are often found drooping. However, when releasing azule bioluminescent seeds, they will spring up. When this occurs, azules will emit a strong odor reminiscent of blueberries. The spew. The spew is a tiny, light green flower that constantly appears to be budding and measures up to 0.5 feet in height. Spews are inactive for most of the daytime. However, during random time intervals, it can be seen spewing a green mist of sorts. This mist contains the spew seeds, as well as a powerful aroma that has been noted to be very sweet. One unique characteristic of this section is that the section has a very relaxing aroma caused by spews and azules. Wanderers and explorers should note that in some circumstances the aroma in this section has led wanderers to remain there for hours at a time. An audio log was recovered from a currently unknown wanderer, referred to as John Doe 182 by the Meg. Audio log 182 A. The flowers, the smell, everything. It's all the opposite of what I'd expected. I'm so used to the chaos here. Everywhere and nowhere, tight spaces and massive rooms. When I got here, the very last thing I expected to feel was serenity. So peaceful. I don't want to leave. Since I've gotten here, I've had to survive so much. Monsters, rooms, something as simple as a puddle or a window is dangerous here. There was little hope. I'm not sure how or why I feel better, but these flowers, this scent, it's so comforting. The cement pathway leads to a crossroad with an oak man made sign in the middle that splits the path. One part reads Fungi section with an arrow pointed to the left, and the other part reads Tropical section with an arrow pointed to the right. Tropical section. Image caption. Tropical section of level 182. The tropical section is the largest section on the level, consisting of a large tropical forest of approximately 50,000 square feet in area. A stone walkway loops from the entrance around the area. The plants themselves are nearly identical to species found in tropical rainforests in the front rooms. Similar to the river of the outdoor section, sounds of animals such as birds and other wildlife can be heard throughout the section. An abnormal sound of slithering has been known to have effects on wanderers. These effects are known to be able to be cured through drinking almond water. Audio log 182-B/C. Two audio logs were recovered from the jungle section. The first audio log is from the perspective of John Doe 182 and his personal experience with the slithering sound. Audio log 182-B. Hello? If you're hearing this, then it's likely that you're stuck in this stupid place. Now, I'm aware that most things here have a nice feeling to them, but even think about going into that fucking forest, jungle, whatever the hell it is, I don't care anymore. If you hear slithering, run in the opposite direction. I mean it. It's not a monster, but it means you're succumbing to it. You'll go feral, like a fox with rabies. You have no idea how much I'm shaking. I thought at first that this level was going to be one of the few peaceful places, but of course, how could I think that? Okay, okay, I should be explaining what happened. Originally, when I got here, this place was a nice dream come true. The flowers had a beautiful scent, and there were nice people. One of them urged me to come to this giant jungle place. Now, for as dead as this place is, there were noises all around. Everything was a little eerie, but still nice. That was, until I heard some sort of slithering. It was all around, and within a couple of minutes, I felt it inside of me. The second of the two logs seems to be from an operative of the Meg, known as Dr. Victor K. Audio log 182-C. Hello. If you're hearing this, it means I've successfully solved one of level 182's mysteries, and have survived long enough to tell the tale. While this section has many qualities, one of the more interesting qualities to it is the odd sounds of animals. While I need to do more research on the types of animal sounds heard, there seems to be one more interesting one. Most of these sounds are inconsistent and really seem to have no origin. One consistent trait seems to be slithering. Throughout the last 3 days, I've been testing the effects that the sounds have on wanderers, primarily by testing the effects of it on myself. The very first thing I noticed was a complete and overwhelming fear. I couldn't tell exactly what I was afraid of. I just felt that something was coming after me. After drinking some almond water, I ended up calming myself down to not experiencing the fear anymore. Fungi section. The fungi section is largely unexplored due to it containing a biohazardous fungal infection. However, some of the MEG teams have explored a small portion of the section. After the first expedition, one of the Meg operatives got debriefed to see what he found. The operative, by the name of Jack M. Turner, was interviewed by Dr. Victor K. on August 9th, 2018. Meg Discovery Log 182. Interviewer Dr. Victor K. Interviewee Jack M. Turner. Date August 9th, 2018. Start interview. Victor: Hello, Jack. How are you? Would you like some almond water? Jack: Hi. And, no. I don't think almond water will help right now. Victor: I see. You seem nervous. Did something happen by any chance? Yeah? Why do you care anyway? Do you know, Victor? I see. I understand from the call you sent in that some important people to you have passed. I am very sorry for your loss, and I know this is a hard thing to ask of you, but can you explain what exactly happened? Jack: Listen, if this is about what happened in that room, I don't want to talk about it. Victor: I understand if you don't want to, but I do think that understanding what happened could help us. You Jack, listen. Do you know why I joined the Meg? It was to help people find a way out. I believed that we could do it. Now, I'm starting to think we can't. Victor: I I understand that you have lost your friends in the expedition, but let's face it, nothing could have been done. Jack: You don't understand, but I'll tell you your stupid information. I don't want to be here any longer than I have to. Victor: Thank you, Jack. Now, can I ask exactly what happened? Jack: Well, we went in and everything was going fine. My friends, Dale and Bert, finally were about to go on their first expedition for the Meg. The happiness on their faces was almost surreal for them, like the feeling you get on Christmas morning as a child. It's partially the reason I didn't complain or some crap, but when we got there, I was covered in this yellow filth. Bert made a joke about how they should hire a maid, but that joke was the last thing he said. All of a sudden, that fungi, or whatever you call it, started spitting out this green stuff. When my friend got some stuff on him, it only took a few seconds, and then silence. Then some stuff got on Dale, and then, as if my life couldn't get any worse than being in this hellhole, both of my friends died. Victor: Yes, I see. You know, we will find a way out of this place eventually. Jack: Does that matter anymore? What if we do find a way out? At this point, the front rooms could be destroyed, and we'd have almost no way of knowing. Victor: I believe we will. But until we do, we need to help others survive or die trying. Your friends wanted to help find a way out just as much as I do now. Jack: You wouldn't be saying that if it was your friends who died. Victor: I understand you do need some time to grieve. However, we need to forge on, for those who have passed. From here on out, any expeditions should be carried out with hazmat gear. Jack. Jack becomes silent. Victor: You should take a break until then. Though, take care of yourself, and don't drown yourself in self-hatred. Have a good day, Jack. Interview end. Entities. There are only two entities found within level 182: snatcher weeds, found rarely in the entrance section and tropical section, and mycotan fungi, described below. Mycotan fungi. Image caption: Photo of mycotan fungi taken by a now deceased wanderer in the fungi section. The mycotan fungi is a kaleidoscopic bioluminescent fungus exclusively found on level 182. The fungus can be seen throughout the different sections of level 182. Mycotan fungi can be differentiated by their color and anomalous effects caused by the spores they secrete. The first color is a pure pineapple yellow fungus. The yellow mycotan fungus has been considered biohazardous due to the large number of dangerous spores it produces. When a wanderer breathes the spores of a pineapple yellow mycotan fungus, the spores begin feeding on the nutrients in their body, eventually killing the wanderer. Effects of yellow variant: nutrient sucking spores, death due to lack of nutrients, malnourishment. Image caption. Blue Mycotan fungi photo taken in the floral section. The second variety of Mycotan fungus is midnight blue and can be discovered in the floral section. This blue variety is not inherently dangerous, as its spores are rarely fatal. The blue Mycotan fungus is known for its hallucinogenic spores. The blue Mycotan fungus is known for its hallucinogenic spores, which are normally harmless. However, in rare cases, these effects can be far more extreme, affecting the nervous system in such a way as to cause widespread sensory hallucinations, which can be very painful. The longer the duration of the hallucination, the more realistic it feels. If it goes on for long enough, the victim will go into cardiac arrest and die. These extreme cases are very rare and were first documented after an incident where a deceased wanderer was found by Dr. Victor K. of the Meg in close proximity to a blue mycotan fungi. Effects of blue variant: visual hallucinations, auditory hallucinations, death, rarely, by cardiac arrest. Image caption: a picture was taken of a red mycotan fungus on an expedition through the jungle section. The last color is a blood red fungus found exclusively in the jungle section of level 182. The red mycotan fungus's spores have the anomalous property to imitate the cellular structure of anything it touches. Due to this ability, it has many uses to the Meg, including, but not limited to, being used as a medicine to heal wounds, being used as a way to replicate supplies, such as food, being used to help study the biology of entities by recreating their physical traits. Entity Study Log Mycotan. On 8/10/20, a study was conducted to understand the extent of the mycotan fungus's abilities in relation to other studies being conducted by the Meg. Meg Study Log. Date 8/10/20. Test conductors: Dr. Victor K. Materials used: one dead hound entity, one dead skin stealer entity with the skin of a human still on, some almond water still in the cup. Report: on 8/10/20, tests were conducted to understand the full extent of the mycotan fungus's abilities. In the first of these tests, one dead hound entity was brought to level 182, and some of the red mycotan fungi spores were spread on this entity. The entity's damaged organs started a process where it replaced the damaged organ tissue. However, the entity remained dead permanently. The results concluded that the spores can repair damaged organs and tissue. It didn't revive the entity after it has already been killed. Next, a recently collapsed skin stealer with its skin suit on was brought into level 182. Once again, the regeneration process started, but it only affected the skin suit, which started fading after the process was complete. It regenerated the skin suit completely. The skin suit started fading nearly as soon as the regeneration process was complete. In the final test, spores were poured into bottles of almond water, which eventually filled up on their own. However, when given to an injured wanderer, the healing effects did not occur. Results: the results of the experiment have revealed limitations for the spore's abilities for the red mycotan fungi. For starters, while it can regenerate any being, it cannot revive them whatsoever, regardless of the entity in question. Additionally, it cannot copy the anomalous effects of whatever it is replicating. One considerable use of the red mycotan fungus is its ability to regenerate damaged organs/skin of wanderers. The first experience was documented by Operative Victor K. of the Meg. Meg Discovery Report 182-R. Meg Discovery Report 182. Date 2/19/19. Report: on 2/19/19, Meg Operative Dr. Victor K., a level researcher, delivered a report to Meg Operatives. The report was of an injury he suffered attending level 182. It took approximately 3 minutes after first contact for the red mycotan fungus to begin spewing its spores. He began to experience severe stinging sensations, which abruptly ended around 10 minutes later. He was surprised to discover his skin completely healed after checking for infection. He believes that the red mycotan fungus is able to mimic the cellular structure of whatever organic structure the spores touch. He theorizes that this is an attempt to propagate. However, this cannot be confirmed. Effects of red variant: cellular mimicking. Bases, outposts, and communities. There are no outposts or bases in level 182. Entrances and exits. It is possible to enter this level by no clipping when entering a greenhouse in level 165, the Garden of Eden. One can enter this level by touching a seedling on level 23, the Petrified Garden. Exits. If one can walk into the forest in any direction for long enough, they will be sent to level 32, the Forest of the Skeleton Queen. One may go through the exit door in the greenhouse dome and no clip into level 4, Abandoned Office.